Hey guys, it's Tricky Nick here. Our boy Mario is getting so much for his 35th birthday. To celebrate this occasion, I've decided to rank every 3D Mario game. This list will include every 3D Mario game made since Super Mario 64. As always with these ranking videos, this video is just my opinion, so if we disagree on any picks, that's okay. Just to clarify, I don't think that any of these are horrible, I just simply prefer some over others. I also want to make clear that I am judging these games on how they hold up today, and not how good they were when they first came out. If you want to discuss this list any further, join my Discord server and talk to me and other fans. If you guys enjoy this video, be sure to like and subscribe as it helps the channel out a lot. Anyways, let's rank every 3D Mario game. Super Mario 64 was the first ever attempt at a 3D Mario game way back in 1996. This game was one of the first ever attempts at a 3D game, so for that I give the game credit. The story takes place at Peach's castle when Bowser kidnaps Princess Peach and steals all the power stars from the castle. From there, Mario must traverse 15 different painting worlds to retrieve power stars and eventually defeat Bowser.
So long, Bowser!
This game set the standard for 3D Mario games, as it was the first one ever. The explorative sandbox nature of the game is great, but sadly you have to complete every painting world in order. While some levels just downright suck to play, there are some really fun ones. For example, Tick-Tock Clock is an iconic Super Mario 64 level that is super fun and even got its own Mario Kart track. Then there's that stupid Rainbow Ride level. I always die on that course and I don't really like it. And then there's the controls. Maybe it's because I'm not used to the N64 controller, but the controls made it almost unplayable for me. Having to control the camera and Mario at the same time is pretty difficult, and I often get bad camera angles. Anyways, Super Mario 64 was a step in the right direction with its incredible explorative nature, but the game was seriously brought down by some of the levels and the controls. Super Mario 64 DS was the first ever handheld 3D Mario game made for the Nintendo DS in 2004. Much like the 3D Mario All-Stars, the game was an enhanced remake of Super Mario 64. First off, the game looks much nicer graphically. I mean, just compare the Mario sprites and you'll immediately know what I'm talking about. But the graphics are just the beginning of improvements. Instead of playing the game as just Mario, we are now given Luigi, Yoshi, and Wario to use as well. Each character has a unique ability as well. Mario is an all-around, Yoshi has extra jump and speed, Luigi is a better version of Yoshi with higher jumps and speed, and Wario is extremely powerful, but nothing else. Giving each character their own perks actually makes each character useful. This was a great idea and it vastly improved the game. On top of new characters, there are also new stages, such as the one based on Super Mario Sunshine, and bosses such as King Goomba. While this new content improves on Super Mario 64, the controls are worse than before. Unless you're playing on the 3DS, the D-pad seriously hinders the experience, and the camera is annoying to constantly adjust. Super Mario 64 DS improved the content of Super Mario 64, but downgraded the controls immensely. Super Mario Sunshine. This is by far the 3D Mario game I've played the least, as I've only played it at friends' houses who have the game. Before I talk about the game itself, I thought I would mention the dedicated fanbase of this game. I mean, even Nintendo acknowledged the fanbase in their unboxing video of the 3D Mario All-Stars.
The Super Mario Sunshine has a very passionate fan base online. I'm sure they'll be glad to see that that game is right in the middle, of course.
Anyways, I'll go to the game itself now. Super Mario Sunshine has one of the most unique stories of any 3D Mario game. While on vacation, Mario finds that a figure is impersonating him on Isle Delfino. After this figure captures Princess Peach, Mario must defeat what turns out to be Bowser Jr. After that, Mario must then save Princess Peach from the clutches of his father Bowser. I gotta say, this game definitely has quite the unique story. Putting Mario in a vacation environment was a great idea. This game also introduces Mario's machine companion, Flood. While Flood is hard to control, he makes platforming much easier and I really like the concept. The graphics of this game are also very nice, except for that weird blur thing it does when looking at objects from far away. I don't really know what that is. Anyways, Super Mario Sunshine is a unique Mario game with great graphics and concepts, but I think the controls make the game fall a little short. Hopefully this is fixed in the Mario remasters, but if not, the game is still a classic. Super Mario 3D World is the first ever multiplayer 3D Mario game. The game was released for the Wii U back in 2013. The game is also more of a level-based platformer rather than an open world game. The story begins when Bowser captures all the Sprixies, members of the Sprixie Kingdom. Then it's up to Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Princess Peach to save the Sprixies from the clutches of Bowser. After we defeat Bowser, we are given 4 more special worlds and Rosalina as a playable character. Not only are there a variety of playable characters in this game, but they all have unique abilities just like in Super Mario Bros. 2. This is a neat little throwback, and the variety of abilities give the player more options for playstyle. The new power-ups in this game are the Cat Bell and the Double Cherry. While I love the concept of the Double Cherry, it's only really useful for the switches that require multiple players to stand on it. The cat suit? Oh god, it's horrifying. It's not even like it goes away either. The heavy cat theme in the game has always bothered me, as the power-up isn't very useful and I honestly don't really like it. But to be fair, the levels in this game are very unique, and the enemies and boss fights are too. So overall, the levels are all unique, much like in Super Mario 3D Land. The multiplayer aspect is also good to have to play with friends and family. But the only issue with the game for me is that the power-ups are bad, and the emphasis on them throughout the game brings it down. Super Mario 3D Land. This game was released 9 years ago for the Nintendo 3DS, and as many of you know, I only recently played it for the first time. After one playthrough of the game, I was in love with this game. For starters, this game utilizes power-ups much better than 3D World. A prime example of this is the room where you light 4 torches to open a gate to grant you a star coin. I mean, I've never seen something so unique used for the fire flower before. There are also many cool skips to do with the Tanuki leaf. Apart from power-ups though, the levels are amazing. Much like 3D World, the game is more level-based. Every single level in the game has a unique flair, and some even have open world aspects. The music of the game always manages to be so joyful as well, and that main menu music will always be one of my favorites. Even though the game is 9 years old and on a handheld console, it still has pretty impressive graphics. While this isn't really why I ranked it so high, I just thought I'd mention it. The only issue I have with this game are the boss fights. While the airship and castle levels are really fun, the only boss fights we get are Boom Boom, Pom Pom, and Bowser. Bowser's final fight is incredible, but apart from that, most of the boss fights just put you in a room with the boss. Other than that, Super Mario 3D Land is an amazing 3D Mario game. Super Mario Galaxy. This game puts Mario in space. I mean, what a great combo. This game also has an epic story as Bowser rips Peach's castle from the ground and flies it into space. The first thing I'd like to mention about this game is its incredible music. To sum it up quickly, Gusty Garden's Galaxy. I mean, that piece of music is one of the most iconic Mario songs ever. The galaxies are also neat, and while they could have probably worked while being not in space, it would not have been nearly as cool. The power-ups are also incredible, featuring beloved power-ups such as the Bee Mushroom, the Boo Mushroom, and the Spring Mushroom. All of these are unique and useful for different scenarios, and they're some of the best power-ups in any Mario game. The bosses and enemies are really fun too. In fact, one of my oldest videos is all about Super Mario Galaxy bosses that I love. This game was so well received that it's the only 3D Mario game to spawn a sequel. That is quite the impressive achievement. Speaking of its sequel, Super Mario Galaxy 2. Well, if you liked Super Mario Galaxy, there's way more where that came from. This game's story is very similar to its predecessor, when Bowser captures Princess Peach and brings her into space. The new Rock Mushroom and Cloud Mushroom appear for the first time in this game, and they're so fun to use. Plus, Mario looks pretty funny in the Rock Mushroom.
Oh my god!
On top of new power-ups though, we have 4 Yoshis to use. We have our classic green dinosaur. He is the base for the other 3 Yoshi transformations. Then we have my personal favorite, Blimp Yoshi. I just think it's so funny to puff Yoshi up like a balloon. This can be achieved by eating a blimp fruit. Then we have the Dash Yoshi. This one occurs after Yoshi eats a dash pepper. Finally, we have Bulb Yoshi, who can be used after Yoshi eats a bulb berry. I really love being able to use so many different things with Mario and Yoshi. It keeps the game fresh. As for gameplay, the game is much more level based than its predecessor. I was worried this would bring the game down, but it actually improved it. There are so many galaxies in this game, so you have a lot to play through. Overall, this game took Super Mario Galaxy and expanded it to make it bigger and better. But what could possibly beat Super Mario Galaxy 2? Super Mario Odyssey. This game is just simply the best 3D Mario game ever. Released in 2017 for the Switch, Super Mario Odyssey is just a masterpiece. The biggest new feature of this game is easily Cappy. Cappy took the Mario formula and flipped it on its head. Cappy allows Mario to capture any enemy he pleases. I mean, I never thought in my entire life that I would play as Bowser in a Mario game. Cappy is the best addition to a Mario game, blowing every power-up away. Because of the lack of power-ups, Mario is now able to wear costumes. Apart from new characters, we have never seen such customization options in a Mario game. In almost every costume is meticulously crafted to look stunning, except for the invisible suit. Some of my favorite outfits include the samurai suit, the wedding outfit, and the skeleton suit. The story of this game itself takes place when Bowser snatches Peach and plans to marry her on the moon. In order to save Princess Peach, Mario has to collect hundreds of Power Moons scattered throughout 15 kingdoms. The kingdoms in this game are well designed, and even the smallest kingdoms are amazing. One of the best examples of this is the Metro Kingdom. You just can't beat that amazing concert where Pauline sings over Mario fighting Donkey Kong. On top of that amazing performance though, there are so many Power Moons scattered across the kingdoms. Oh, I almost forgot to talk about the boss fights. The Brutos all have unique boss fights, and so does Bowser. I especially liked Rango's fight because I just really liked jumping off of his hat onto his head. A lot of the games I talked about on this list had problems with controls. I'm very happy to say Super Mario Odyssey has flawless controls. Every one of Mario's moves feels so crisp and well polished. Super Mario Odyssey is a fantastic game where everything is executed flawlessly. I can't find a single problem with this game. So for that, Super Mario Odyssey gets number 1. So that was my rankings of every 3D Mario game. Once again, I want to reiterate that I like every single 3D Mario game. Every single one has a lot of quality and hard work put into it. In the end though, the most recent installment of the 3D Mario series was the best one by far. I'm excited to see what comes next for the 3D Mario series. My personal prediction is Super Mario Odyssey 2. But until then, we won't know. Anyways, that's all for today's video. If you want to discuss my picks further, join my Discord server with the link in the description. As always, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.